Welcome to Nonprofit Nuggets, where we bring you the latest updates from the nonprofit world in bite-sized bits.
Hello, so today we're going to start with talking about Uncharitable, a movie that was released late in 2024 based on Dan Pallotta's book that was published in 2008. And this really delves into just reviewing the overall nature of the nonprofit world right now and how challenging that can be. Overall, pretty good. So some of the positives that came out there that this film sheds a light to are criticizing how nonprofits are held to unrealistic overhead costs, very strict timelines, and also not encouraged to take risks, right, based on prior agreements that they may have with donors or grants. But also a little bit of criticism out of that they contend that nonprofits are not treated similarly as for-profit entities as far as leadership pay and things like that. So in this movie, there are some of the top nonprofit leaders in the country, including the leaders of TED Talk, Charity Water, and Boys and Girls of America. Definitely worth a watch. This week, the National Council of Nonprofits, who we very strongly suggest that you follow right now in these changing times, released some guidance on actions that a nonprofit can take if their federal grant funding is turned off or canceled. These include definitely reviewing the terms and the conditions of the agreement to make sure that understand the federal regulation that governs how it's terminated, and then also reviewing any potential closing costs or wrap-up costs that they may be eligible if it is in fact allowable that this grant is fully turned off. Also, just understanding what there may be an appeal process, and also seeing if their appeals process, which are normally in these grant agreements, is something that they can pursue, and just understanding the conditions and the costs that may be associated with that. So definitely worth checking out if you have some federal funding that is concerning at the moment.
Hi, and today we're doing Dave's Hot Chicken Bites, but because somebody doesn't like spicy, it's Dave's Not So Hot Chicken. All right, Alan.
Appearance. 3. Taste. It's kind of dry, but the flavors are very complimented. About the crispiness, I give it a 5.
Everett.
Okay. Appearance, I'm gonna give like a 3, because it looks just okay.
That's the first thing this whole series has gotten right.
Tastes okay. Not as crispy as it looks, so I'm gonna say a 2.
All right, and value, these are about 80 cents each, so we'll give that a 3. Thanks, guys.